Let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about this. First of all, I want to publicly shame my buddy Sean, who showed up at Blade West. And I thought he was a friend, but he's subversive, obviously, because I was running around at the show and then he disappeared. I don't know what I pay him to do, but I guess I don't pay him at all, actually. Okay, so he disappeared because he always goes and finds the deals. And it really pisses me off, okay? So I'm here and there, probably doing a video over at Kaiser and cruising by, wherever, like Blade Banner or QSP or wherever, right? Devo, Knives, whatever. Okay. So then my wife comes in and goes, "Are you ready to go to lunch?" Blah, blah, blah. And then Sean reappeared, like, as soon as you mentioned food. So we went across to this deli. Okay. So we're at this deli, which is really good. Okay, across from the center where the knife show was, and he whips out. I mean, the one he has. Hold on, let me see if I got a picture. Yeah, his is like this, the Warncliffe one. Okay, in ultum, and I go, what the hell is that? And the thing is, I've seen this pouch. I've seen American Blade Works because I've seen it on one of my table sales and/or website. But I think it was table sales before the website was initially published in early July, right? So of 2023. But I've had these knives in a blade sale or something, one of my YouTube knife sales at one time. And I was curious because it seemed intriguing, but that's as far as it went, okay? And so he whips his in the Warncliffe one in ultum out to show, and I go, what? And he goes, yeah, these are made in the USA. And I go, ultum. Oh, Mongo want ultum. Mongo like ultum. So yeah, I did. I was in the ultum like fantasy zone, and I'm not sure I'm out of it yet. I just can't get enough ultum. I don't know why. But if they start making ultum in different colors, like purple and blue and shit, I'll be lost forever in ultum. Because I'm not I don't have to have titanium, okay? And micarta, unless it's a polished micarta, I'm done. I mean, if it has to come that way, then it has to come that way, okay? But that's not but this is, don't matter. You ain't gonna scratch it. It's not gonna be a problem. It's good, and especially this, milled stuff that's textured. This is good, and it's very non-conductive, and it's very resistant to chemicals. And okay. So let's get that. Okay, but Michael Martin, North Carolina, made by him. Magna Cut. Did he say Magna Cut? Magna Cut, okay? And that's what really pissed me. I was like, excuse me, so if I would have never asked, I would have never known this existed. You're supposed to be scouting for me, okay? You just can't get help these days. So, and right and left hand, titanium. Okay, now, $1.99. $1.99. American Blade Works. $1, $199, right? $1.99, $199. Are you kidding me? Oh, in Magna Cut. Oh, and by the way, oh, you see that? You like that? Hold on, I'm not Grimsmo, am I? Hold on. But I mean, so Magna Cut at a 64 Rockwell. And I made my way after lunch. First stop, American Blade Works. Hello. God. So I went there, and I said, if they don't have any knives left, I'm taking your knife. Okay? That's it. Okay? I've had enough of this. But they did, and I didn't want to warn you anyhow. So I got this one, and I was just, oh, no. No, he actually had to disassemble. That's right. Actually, if you look at my video from Blade West, he's sitting there reassembling a knife. And so I decided to start my video while he was doing that. He took a knife apart and swapped blades because he only had this ultum with Warncliffe, but he had like a micarta one with a MagnaCut drop point. And I go, I don't really want a Warncliffe, but I want the ultum. And so jokingly, I said, why don't you just swap blades? Or could that even happen? And he goes, yeah. And so I said, if you'll do it, I got the $200. And he goes, okay. And so he did. And so that's how this came to be, right? It's all good. Not just because it's made in the USA, but I'm really proud to see that somebody can make a knife. And I go, well, how? I go, how do you know that's 64 Rockwell? Where are you having these heat treated? Are you doing it inside or what? No. Okay, so, but it's a regional or a local, reasonably local heat treat facility. And I would think in North Carolina, there's probably a few. And I go, so how do you know they're hitting 64? And he goes, because they test them. And who is a heat treater that wouldn't have a Rockwell machine? Come on, man. So, I mean, they're not banging every one of them, but when they run a batch, and they're not running hundreds of blades at a time, okay? Okay? So these are small batch knives, okay? So it's easier to control when you do that. So MagnaCut, hold on, give me this while I sit here and jackjaw. Oh, whoa, that felt smooth. Felt smooth. Okay, so, wow. I will admit right off, this is not the most stunning exotic knife design I've ever seen in my life. But boy, does this make sense. This is sensible. That nice palm swell, good ergos, feels comfortable in the hand. Is it contoured? No. But it's got texturing, milling. The blade, not overly inspirational, but purpose driven, right? Geez, stonewash. I mean, and this is not $500, folks. I mean, that's the insane part. And titanium backspacer, I guess I'm going to take this sumbitch apart. Well, it's already been apart, right? But I'm going to take it apart. So I thought these were probably washers and not bearings, but I think they're bearings in here. So we'll go with that. Okay, hold on. There's your lockup. So that's Hale and Hardy, right? Is that 50%? It's damn close, right? Jimping on this. So yes, it's over the detamp ball, but no, it's not drop shutty. This is not drop shutty. And I was wondering, when I get this apart, I'm going to measure those bearings because I'm going to see if I could get some skiff. But I don't know if that would change the behavior necessarily. But you got jimping on the flipper tab. I mean, it's, he's chamfered all around here. And of course, it's stonewash blade, so there's no sharp edges or anything. This is all good. This is no edginess or weirdness or problems here. It looks dead ass centered. No blade play or lock rock. No issues there. I mean, it's a bargain, right? It's a bargain for $199. MagnaCut at a damn good Rockwell hardness, regionally or locally heat treated with care. And you know what? I'm inviting anybody who's got one, and he does them in 20 CV and other things. Okay, this is the Model 1 V6, version 6. And I'll put that in the title because I didn't say it right off. This is the Model 1, version 6. Okay, hold on. Another thing. But comment, if you got one of these, How is it holding up? Because no, I have not. I have not run this through the mill. I have not dragged it around and cut through every damn thing that, whatever. Okay. So no, I don't have experience with edge retention on this knife. Okay. But I beg you to comment if you do, or, or if you own one or whatever. Okay. So here's his Instagram, Michael Martin, American Blade Works. And he's got a website. So, CNC handmade tool, made in the USA, right? And he was talking, it's like, at first I was making like 12 knives a year. A year. Okay. Wow. And now I think he said he's making a couple hundred a month now. Okay. I could be wrong. I think that's what he is doing. And look at the video that I did at Blade West, because I think he talks about that there. But see, he's got some different models. There's a fixed blade, okay? But, and he'll drop some here and there, okay? And so you could watch for that. See, there you go. Probably River's Edge Cutler. You might want to check them out, because obviously they're in this. Model 1, liner lock, magna cut, 3D milling, heat treated and cryogenically tempered, CNC milled, light stone wash finish, ceramic cage bearings, hardened stainless thrust washers, ceramic detamp, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So 3.25 inch. And he's done them in, there's a warranty, okay. Model 1 V2. Choose your scale color. Choose it. Unless it's sold out. 20 CV. And where was that? The one, oh yeah, marble carbon fiber, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you can do that. Yes, ergos are great. It's lightweight. I guess it's not, hold on, it's not hugely huge. But let's check that out too. Is this really only 3 1/4? Yeah, it is 3 1/4. So 7.85 overall length. Okay. That is weird. I thought the blade was longer than that. 4 ounces, almost under 4, right? 113.6 grams. It's not heavy. So you've got that, and overall thickness, 0.48. It's pretty nice. This is very pocketable, 12.4 millimeter. And let's hit the fatty. 3.1 millimeter. You know what? Let's crank this over a little bit. Let's hit it on the fatter part. If we can get it squared up. Yeah, 0.11, 3 millimeter. Okay, 3 millimeter blade stock. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. And I think I have played with the pivot a little bit to see if I could get it to be more drop shutty, and I haven't been able to attain that. But then again, I'm okay with the way it is, and over time, I think it'll break in. So let's take a look at it on the internals and see what she looks like. And let's grab you. And let's see where we are. And probably got a captured pivot there, but holy cannolis. Oh, what are we? What are we actually? Are we a 15 or what are we? This'll do it, but this is what, a 10? This is a 9. I bet it's a 10. What do you want to bet? Here's a 10. Let me see if it's a 10. It'll fit a 10. Okay. So it probably is a 10. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of slop in the 10. So, well then now what are we going to graduate to? These 6s? Okay, I guess they are. But the pivot's a 10. And let's, yeah. Of course, he took it apart to swap blades, so there's no bunch of anything in there. Those look like equal length. And oh, by the way, so no, I didn't see him put a bunch of thread locker. Nah, that's titanium. Okay, let me see what we got here. There's your ultum, okay? And there's your liner side, and there's your liner lock, and there is this ceramic detamp ball. And of course, since this is steel, okay, then you don't need a washer there. Okay, let's get this over here. And ceramic, okay, ceramic bearings. Okay, there. And, okay, nothing to worry about there. And you got another steel liner on this side. So you don't need a washer in there either. And let's move you over here. And let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, so since he's got that and it fits in here, that's how it captures this pivot. Duh. If you're capable of seeing, you can see obviously it ain't gonna turn. Okay, that's embarrassing. Okay, now let's look at this and shit. Okay, let me see what we can do here because I wanted to kind of, sort of, confirm that this was titanium. So let's drop these out. Okay, there's the other screws for the pocket clip side. Okay, let's get this out. Okay, so is this, that feels kind of heavy. That might be steel. Wow, you know what? It feels kind of chunky, but it's not magnetic. I'm assuming this is titanium. Yeah, I'm assuming this is titanium. Not necessarily, just because it's not magnetic doesn't mean it's titanium, but I'm gonna assume it is, okay? So looks like we had a shot at doing something there, but we decided to put the holes there instead. So we're good. So here's all our screws, but not much. I mean, it's just typical knife disassembly, you know, right here. And there she be. Back with a Model 1 V6. You know, just thinks when he gets a V8, you could put a blower on it. No, I mean, V6. I only got a 4-banger in my car. Okay, so this is version 6 and ultum with the drop point blade, which is the original blade God intended man to have. Not like my buddy Sean with a warnie. He's just a rebel, I tell you. But no, this is good, and I'm glad I got to know Michael Martin, and I'm looking for good things to come. And it looks like, you know, I mean, slowly but surely, he's picking up the pace. He's doing this and that. He's changing things. He's making revisions. And you know what? I'm all good with that. I'm all good with that. Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure to meet him at Blade West, and it's a pleasure to own one of his knives. You know what we do. We do love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.